It's been some time. I have decided to make a few notable changes, both to the structure of the videos and to the playthrough itself. First, regarding the videos. Previously, I used a free program called Tortoise, supplemented by RVC, for the text-to-speech commentary. While provided a consistent and fairly natural sound, the process of creating the voice was very slow. The generation on my GPU took ages and I often had to regenerate sections repeatedly and stitch together to more usable parts. This all proved to be very time-consuming. Furthermore, as turns out, some people really hate text-to-speech. As a result, I'll be switching to recording my own voice for the commentary. Now, I'm not the most fluent of speakers, and my accent may affect the clarity, so there may be a slight drop in overall quality. I'll be providing captions for those who may have difficulty understanding me. As for the format of the videos, I intend to record my playthrough in longer sections, a dungeon at a time. Highlights of key encounters will still be featured in separate videos, as I've done before, though this will be less frequent now.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
And now to the playthrough itself. Here too, I've made a significant change. I'm switching my character's race to human. This necessitates yet another restart, my final one, I promise. Initially, I chose Kitsune for 3 principal reasons. Firstly, from a thematic perspective, Kitsune seemed a good fit for a trickster. Secondly, the notion of playing human felt rather boring. Human, after all, is the most commonly picked race. Thirdly, there was a compelling mechanical reason. Kitsune's ability to change shape enables the master shapeshifter mythic, which benefits a composite bow archer or thrower, a role I had originally planned for Meisohei. However, after considering the changes to the game since my last playthrough, I discovered that any polymorph spell now enables the Master Shapeshifter ability. This revelation rendered my initial mechanical reasoning obsolete, especially since my recent switch to the Forcer class gives me access to a polymorph spell as early as level 1. Furthermore, given that I've also transitioned to using a crossbow, I might not pick up the mythic ability at all. Despite all this, I initially persisted with Kitsune for the sake of consistency, particularly as I had already created the character art. However, as I've continued tinkering and refining the build, the suboptimal nature of this choice has become increasingly irksome. Thus, I've decided to make the switch to human. As we have changed our race, we must unfortunately redo both the caves and the shield maze. Last time, I didn't include the caves at all, so I'll take the opportunity to highlight a few things this time around. I've decided to take the first level in Forester rather than Rowdy, though I'll still be taking the Rowdy dip at level 2. The reason for this is so we can more easily succeed at skill checks, as certain options from the animal focus ability provide a competence bonus to specific skills. For example, Falcon to Perception, and Monkey to Athletics. Here we are about to enter a dialogue with an athletics check. First, we'll remove our studded leather armor, which imposes a penalty to athletics. Without using animal focus ball, or athletics would sit at a mere 2 right now. Next, we'll switch our animal focus to Monkey, giving us a +4 competence bonus to athletics.
A simple smile goes a long way. Hey, stay with me. I feel that's all that matters. Now.
And there you have it. Our preparations did actually make the difference. For the early combats, I'm conserving any spells and abilities for the more challenging Rogalem fight later on. My approach to these initial skirmishes is largely the same every run. I start by pre-buffing with guidance. This can also be done using Camellia, giving a +1 competence bonus on the first attack. Next, I reposition so that Anivia is in front. Even if she is taken down, she cannot die, a rather fortuitous trait, given that her other characters are still incredibly fragile and can easily be one-shot. With our preparations done, we engage from a distance, luring the enemy towards Anivia. In this case, however, the lizard rather cheekily sprints right past her. Fortunately, Anivia is also a strong damage dealer. A minor miscalculation here. Attempting to skin the lizard before recruiting Lan and Wendwak, who both possess higher lore skills than what we currently have, was a bit of a mistake. When you enter the vision of Lariel's death, the dialogue choice you should make will determine the buff you receive afterwards. There are two possibilities: heroism, which is very useful, or protection from evil, which, considering the fact that our upcoming enemies are of neutral alignment, is quite literally of no use whatsoever. I haven't personally tested every possible combination of choices, but I can confirm that selecting the eventual option twice will reliably grant you heroism. With the combined power spike from this buff and our newly acquired level 2 abilities, we are more than ready to tackle the second part of this dungeon. Before engaging the small earth elementals, did I mistakenly call them golems earlier? No, they are elementals, creatures of nature rather than man-made constructs. Before engaging them, we make a quick detour to collect the Masterwork Greatsword further along. This can be cooked by either Sheila or Wendwak. With this new weapon in hand, heroism, our new pets, protective luck, vital strike, and the various buffs we have been carefully saving, the fight becomes rather
Easy.
Do not waver!
No match for me.
Endure this!
With grace?
At the Mongrel Village, we play along with Wendwak's deception, as we'll need her for the shield maze. Since I've already covered most of the shield maze, I won't bore you with it again. So I'll see you next in my video on the Hosilla boss fight.